Okay, I'm going to start with the use of props. In this case, it's a wall. It could be a chair in front, whichever way. But what I want to continue to do is to use my standing postures, particularly the ones that challenge my balance, to continue to build the strength in my limbs, legs, hips, shoulders and arms. So we'll do 3 or 4 postures which are going to challenge the balance as well as continue to build the strength. So my first comment on that one is, don't get too hung up about having balance all the time. I'm approaching 75. I know my balance used to be very good, very strong, and every now and then it goes. I don't know where it goes, but it moves. So this is using the wall as a prop and doing Vrksanya, the tree posture. Quite a wonderful strength builder for inner thighs as well as the hips and all the associated services with the hip joints. So here, starting in Tadasana, a good strong posture, arches of the feet lifting, shoulders, shoulder blades gliding down the back. Familiar posture for most of you. So now, starting to use the prop. In this case, I'm just placing my fingers in pyramids onto the wall next to me. Might have to move a bit, whatever you have to do to adjust your posture. Then helping, in this case, the right leg, right foot comes into the inside, top of the thigh, and moving the hand up. So now the balance bit has started, but you can see the inner muscles of my legs aren't working. So straighten out the standing leg. It's a subtle movement, but it's there. So now you've addressed the muscles that are working to give you strength in the legs. Balance is the only thing at the moment that is a little bit challenged. So hold the posture. Let the hips work so the knee is opening up. Hip flexors are working. The standing leg is beginning to work, and I know it's working well. Just touching the wall with my little finger sometimes is enough to hold the balance. So I can come into the Kali or to really challenge it from time to time, as I always do. Just see there was a time when balance was not a problem. Every now and then, balance goes. So using the prop, don't be shy of using that. It doesn't matter. Look at the purpose. I want my leg, my hip, my standing leg to work, my knee to open wide, and all I do is just support myself with a little bit of touch on the wall. One leg may be easier than the other, standing leg, in allowing the balance to remain. Coming back down with the hands. You can hold this as long as you want. Let there be strength building. Let the muscles be working in the standing leg. And then if it feels right, try out the balance. But not getting too attached to the balance. Just work with the posture. Breath in, back into Tadasana, and breathe, the whole of the respiratory system working. I would use the wall as a prop for Natarajan, the dancer's posture. Same thing, it's still a balance and it's a challenge when it comes to maintaining the balance, especially for those of us who are maturing. So in this case, I'll just stand a little bit sideways so you can see how, again, working the legs, working the hips. I will be using the wall in front of me just to give the support. So in this case, my left hand, fingers in pyramids, are on the wall. Pick up my right foot at the back, bring the heel as close to the buttock as possible. And then creeping the left fingers forward, I'm leaning towards my left arm. There's a little bit of a hollow in my standing leg, so I'm not hyperextending. but just allow that leg at the back to lift up and you work away with the strength builder. That is what the purpose of this posture is. Yes, it would be nice to see the balance coming in, but there was a time when this wasn't a problem. Now, yes, I have to use the balance, which is fine. I have to use a prop. Release, come back, feel the work that's going on. Going to change over my right hand, leaning forward, fingers in pyramids. My left foot comes up at the back, bring the heel to touch the buttock, and then leaning forward, just allow the leg to work. You might want to look at the mat or keep looking up towards your hand. And every now and then, if it feels right, take the hand away from the wall. Today, it isn't going to work for me, so that's fine. I just hold, I want my legs to work. And release. And coming back to the center. Shoulders and shoulder blades. Good. As with the legs and the hips, we work the arms and the shoulders. So this again is something you can try, and I'm going to do several levels to this one. So once again, not getting too engaged with where you are. I think the real benefit is in the mind, that you are doing things to continue to build the strength. In this case, I want my arms to be strong. I want my wrists to open fully. As you can see, there is almost a right angle, lower arm and the back of the palm. That means the carpal tunnels are completely open and the tendons are being stretched. No carpal tunnel syndrome for you. Okay, it starts quite simply. As I say, I'm going to work and name the levels. This would be, I'm just sitting here on the backs of my heels, hands by the side, shoulder blades coming towards each other. Chin is slightly tucked in. This would be level 0. I want to work my arms. Already the fingers are working. I'm pressing down onto the mat. The arms are working. So eventually we'll build to a half handstand. Nice and slow. Start with leaning forward. Stretch your palms beyond the shoulders, coming up onto your knees. Tuck the toes onto the mat. Check that the feet are hip width apart. If need be, walk the hands forward a little bit. And then into a shallow down face dog. So now you can do all the adjustment work. Feet hip width apart. Move the hands another half a palm length forward. But do this one at a time. This would be level 1. My right leg goes way up and I tuck my toes. Ball of my foot is on the wall. And I know that my body weight is on the palms at the front, to the point that I could even lift my leg up. But stay with this for now. Level 1. Bring the right leg back down. Level 1. Balance out. If the head is beyond the shoulders, allow it to drop a little bit and put some weight on that. So you're beginning to work the legs, the hands, and the head. Breath in and out. For those of you it seems okay, walk one leg up, walk the other one up, and then press the face towards the wall. This would be a level 2 half handstand. Coming down, sitting back on the backs of the heels and feeling the work that's gone on in the body. There's a little bit of variation for those of you who can master that or have mastered the half handstand. Take it that little bit further. This time I'm challenging the body with a simple twist. Same thing again. Half handstand. Both the legs walking up. Keeping contact with the wall. In this case, the right leg goes up. I do a twist. Touch the right toes to the wall on the other side of the left leg. Coming back. Breathe. Left leg. Twist. Touch the wall. Come back. Level 0. Sit back. And you know the body has worked. Try this out as often as you can without doing any damage to the limbs. So now the arms have worked well, shoulders have worked well, elbows, wrists. In the Natarajan, the feet, the knees and the hips. Natarajan, the dancer's posture, or Vrksanya, the tree posture. Whichever way you work, must work with caution. There's no point in rushing towards achieving what this old boy can do. No. If your body is a little bit more challenged, good, take your time. Build the posture over the years. Send me an email to say, well, I tried this, this is what happened. Let me know and we can have a discussion. Thank you.